Imagine you're walking out the door, you're about to get your day started. You look over at your car or truck and it's got a flat tire. You can see that nail sticking right out the side. And you know this isn't going to be an easy fix. You're going to have to pull that tire, throw it in the back, put the spare on. You're about to, let's do this. All right, we're going to grab our tools. Well, you run back inside, into the garage, into the shop, whatever, and you go and you grab one of your lug nuts here. You're like, well, I think it's the 21. I mean, I know I got 3 vehicles and I can never remember which size is on which one. They're all different brands. I got a Chevy, a Ford, and a Chrysler product. So what do? Well, one of the options out there that a lot of people don't seem to realize are something called flip sockets. This is an example of one right here. And you usually buy them as a set. Now, this is from Nico. There's a lot of different people who sell them. And what they are is they're on one side, it's one size. On the other side, it's usually a very similar size. As you can see, there's not a huge difference usually between the two ends. And what you got here is you use your extension here, and usually the sets come with an extension like this. And right in the center, there's a receiver there for it. So rather than being on the end like it is with most sockets, you got it right there and you are ready to go. You're ready to rock. You can throw that on your impact. You can throw it on a ratchet, on a breaker bar, whatever, and you can go to town. Like this set here, let me pull that out of here. It comes with not one, not two. Let's see if I can hold them all in one hand. 4 different sizes here. We've got, this is going to be most of the sizes you're going to see in North America. I got 22 and 21 on this one. I got 19 and 17, if I can turn around, on this one here. That's going to be your smaller vehicles. We got 7/8 and 15/16 going a little bit big with this one here. And then on the last one here, I got 3/4 and 13/16 there for that one right there. All right, so that's going to tell you, like in this one, it's going to cover 95% of any of the lug nuts you're going to see. Maybe a little bit off stuff you're not going to see. Maybe something for your quad or whatnot may not be right. But for most of the vehicles that you're going to drive on the daily basis, these 4 sockets are going to cover them. In fact, you could probably get by with 3 because a lot of these sets only come with 3 sockets. And I'm going to walk you through all the different options out there. So let's jump into it. First off, we're going to talk about over the old Harbor Freight. They've got the Pittsburgh set. It comes with 2. You get the 19, the 21, and the 3/4 and the 13/16. It's coming in at only $15. So if you've got one of your basic little cars, maybe 2 or 3, and you want to have that with you and throw it in the back, that might not be a bad option. Now, next up, we're going to jump on over to Walmart. Believe it or not, Hypertough's got a nice little set here. Let's take a look at that. I like the little case. You got 3 sockets in this one. 3/4, 13/16, 17/19, and a 21 and 7/8. And mixing the metrics and the standards there, or I should say SAE. Anyway, and you got your extension, nice little case on it, coming in at $18. But we got a lot more options. We're going to get into a lot of different kind of stuff here. Lexivon over on Amazon. Look at this. The Lexivon set. This is honestly one of the better sets that I've seen out here. You're getting 4 sockets in it, so that's 8 options here total with the extension in a great little case here. It's got an actual, if we look at the hinge, this is one of the things, it's got a real hinge, not one of those live hinges. Now, a live hinge is when they take the plastic and the plastic that's on the bottom of the case to the top of the case, and it's the same piece of plastic, and it flexes, and over time it breaks. You know what I'm talking about. This one actually has a metal rod going through those 2 pieces. It's going to live a lot longer, and as such, it's going to be around to be a lot more usable. Unlike my case here with the Nico, because I have no idea what happened to that case. Anyway, Lexivon's coming in at $25. Let's jump through these. We got the Sunex. Sunex is a tool truck alternative. They're a well-known brand. They're doing the 3-piece set plus the extension here with the plastic. And again, you can see the what they call live edge. It's the same piece of plastic. It bends and stuff, and eventually it's going to break. $25.49 on Amazon. We've got Astro. Astro doing it a little bit differently. They're using the coated lug nuts. Now, the reason for the coating on these is they put that on there so when you're running them on and off, specifically, usually with an impact, it's not going to damage your nice, shiny, expensive aluminum or chrome wheels, all right? So that's there to kind of keep it safe. You want to make sure, they stay special because you probably paid a pretty penny for them. Anyway, they're coming in at $25.94 for the 3-piece plus the extension. EP Auto coming in with it's a better case than some of them. Again, it's got the live edge on it. I know I'm rating live edges, but one thing I like about it is you're getting the 4-socket set. you're getting the extension, and on top of that, you're getting the impact driver extension, which for some of the smaller vehicles, so for smaller cars, my trailer, stuff like that, I can take the lug nuts off with an impact driver. I don't need to bring out the impact wrench for that. So that might be an option you might want to consider. I mean, at $26.87, it's not too shabby. AutoZone completely just asleep at the wheel here. 3-piece set in bubble wrap, or the bubble package. I hate those things, for $27. I don't know what they're thinking. Capri, nice 3-piece set here. Beautiful sockets. I'm a big fan of Capri. They're a friend of the channel. They've sent us stuff before. In fact, the first socket I showed you there was a Capri one they sent over. Their impact flip socket set there is coming in at $30. We got Nico. Now this is the one. Now I think Nico sent it to me. I don't remember buying it, but I also don't remember. Let's just assume they sent it to me. Okay, so just for full disclosure, let's assume they sent it to me, just so you know. Let's get back into it. 4-piece set with a nice case with the live edge. Sure wish I still had it. With the extension coming in at $30.83. Next up, we've got the clutch. Clutch is doing a 3-piece. Now, Clutch is over at Northern Tool, by the way, for those of you who don't know. 3-piece with the extension there, with what looks like to be an okay case. Tecton, of course, Tecton has to rock it. They're always going to throw more at you with Tecton. First of all, top tier case. Great case on this one. Second of all, we're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sockets on this. Look at this. We got from right to left, 3/4 to 13/16, 7/8 to 15/16, 1 inch to 1 1/16, 17 and a 19 and a 21 and a 22, separating the SAE and the metric the way it should be, with the extension in the middle. $44. They're asking a pretty penny for it, but that's a top tier set. And Tecton's also got a top tier warranty to go along with it. EWK coming in. Now I see this more as something for people who are like working at the tire service shop kind of stuff, because it's got some torque sticks in it. Now, if you're still running air at home, then great. Or in your shop, this might be the set for you. It's a 4-piece set with extension with 1, 2, 3, 4 torque sticks on it. Now, remember, you don't ever want to use torque sticks by themselves. Basically, you use them, generally speaking, with air impacts, not with battery-powered impacts. And you'd use the torque stick to get it close, and then you'd still torque it afterwards. So just remember that. Anyway, they're coming in at $55 on that one. We got the, now this is Mac Tools. Mac Tools has got their 7-piece chrome cap buster kit here that gets, not only is it a flex set here, or flip set, but it's also good for getting stripped lug nuts off as well. That's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7-piece set, including the extension. Nice case on that. Coming in $157 though. So that's getting in the upper tier. Also, we've got Mac coming in with their set. Now this is, look, I couldn't really tell. Terrible pictures. I've said this about, some of these tool trucks. They take terrible pictures here. It almost looks like they're like bolt biters, but I'm not really sure here. Doesn't really say that they're for stripped nuts, or stripped lug nuts, so I could be wrong on that one. $195. Check with your Mac dealer before buying them. And Snap-on. Now, Snap-on is coming in. We got these are the blue points, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, plus the extension. Of course, they put it in a live edge case. That just boggles the mind at nearly $300. But as you can see, these do have that kind of bolt biter-esque kind of look for taking off those lug nuts. So giving you some better options there. Of course, it's coming in at a much higher price. Now, whatever you choose to go with, whether you choose to go with the Nikos, or maybe you just say, hey, I got my sockets, I'm good to go. It's not one of these things, it's definitely not a must-have. It's one of these things that makes your life better. And that's kind of what I'm doing. I'm showcasing these. We did the 10 millimeter socket set, I think it was last week. And then this week we're doing the flip sockets. If there's other specialty tools and stuff like this you think I should highlight that a lot of people don't know about, that maybe they want to include in their toolbox, put it down in the comments. Let's hear a vote though. Of all of these, which one do you think is the best bang for the buck? I think on the low end, it's going to be the Lexavon. On the high end, I gotta really like the Tecton, but I gotta tell you, I can't complain. The Nikos here have been just a go-to one. I've used them fairly often. I won't say I use them all the time, but when I'm taking tires off, I use them. And they just work. If I could find the case, it'd be that much better. Anyway, that's all I got for you today. While you're down there in the comments, don't forget to chomp the old like button, smash the subscribe, ring the bell on your way out. You all take care, God bless, and as always, shine on.